All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday. I don't know where this week has gone. I can't believe it's Thursday already, but we are back, people. We are back, people. What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon. Over here in Brizzy. Yeah, nice, man. Welcome to the Traders Club, Tim. Welcome, man. Welcome. It's 3 o'clock here. 10 past 3. Goldie had a huge push. Yeah, sunshine outside. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day here today. It is some nice sunshine out today. Let's have a quick look at the news today, guys. I know this is the first day that we do have some US dollar news. Let's have a look. Where are we? So, for the day, we haven't had a lot of news this week. Gold did have a very, very nice push in the Asian session today. I personally just traded on a combine. I wasn't really trading much today. I kind of had a little bit of an Asian session off again. But gold did have a nice big move today, which we'll look at as well. We do have some US dollar news today, guys, at 1:30 and 2:45 London time. We got unemployment claims. Doesn't really impact that much anymore. And then we got flash manufacturing PMI at 2:45 London time. So in terms of my time, that will probably be very late. I will unlikely be trading that. What time is that my time? That's 11:45. I'm not that young anymore. I can't do these late nights. Nor do I really care to trade news, but yeah, you got some the first day of having some news. Where's London? There we go. Let's change this back to London. So, let's have a look at what we have for the day. Yeah, I haven't traded New York in a while, to be honest. I've just been enjoying London and Asia. But yeah, I haven't really traded New York in a while. I've been enjoying my early mornings. I am much more of a morning person, so I've been I like my mornings. Good morning, everyone. So I'm looking forward to getting back to Europe for a while. Trade with you guys first thing in the morning, which would be cool. Yeah, gold longs did happen yesterday in the New York session. I know I was down yesterday on my Topstep 100k account. I ended up just closing out the day minus $95, which is pretty good. So basically a break even yesterday. But yeah, it ended up coming up for exactly, the whole entire push we wanted. There was actually some really good fake out buy opportunities yesterday. You guys in the Traders Club, I have recorded today an in-depth video on trading in trading fake outs. But there was a lovely fake out buy yesterday here on gold. You closed below, you aggressively closed back above, held the support, and then had a really nice push. And it was again another one towards the end of the day. You close below, you don't go short. Why? Because we're not looking for sells. You close back above, more buys. So yeah, really big opportunities yesterday on gold. Our liquidity levels from the pre-New York market call was for price to come down and liquidate these lows here. Wasn't really my short because I was bullish on the daily. Then yeah, it did end up coming up and tapping into this liquidity level that we spoke about in our London session. So yeah, very nice. I would say very nice push actually. It did push up, but intraday was actually pretty choppy. I'm a night owl, but that works perfect for trading in London. In Florida, yeah, nice. What time is it there, man? Is it 11 o'clock at night or something? 10, 11? If not later? Wow, 1:13 a.m. Is that the same as New York? Yeah, 1:30. Wow. Yeah, late night grind, man. Love to see it. Yeah, nice. Man, I really want to do a US trip at some point. It'd be really cool to see if some of you guys are from the US and we can do a US tour one day. I'd love to go over to America. Yeah, come to Florida. Yeah, I'd love to, man. I'd love to. I've never been. I'd absolutely love to come to Florida. Florida sounds awesome. Got 155 ticks in that Asia push. Yeah, nice, man. It was actually a really nice push. This candle flip in that one candle, yeah, gave 155 ticks, which is huge. That's what I was kind of saying on our pre-Asia market call today, guys, that I wasn't looking to short this. I have no interest in shorting gold. So if you're able to follow that trend, not that I can really see there was a really clean opportunity, but it did end up having a very nice push. So yeah, I didn't get these Asia buys today. I mean, I did get it on a combine. Just on a little 100k. I just took $300 on a 100k, which took me over the line from another past account, which is pretty cool. But I didn't really get it on my personal, but it was a very, very solid move. Very, very solid move. New Jersey, yeah, nice, yep. I'd love to, man, yep. Come over to Boston, you'll love it. Yeah, I'd love to, man. I'd love to do a whole, I'm in New York. Nice, yeah, quite a few of you guys from the US, which is cool. Louder mic, I can try. Is it quiet for everyone else before I do? Blast everyone's ear? No, I haven't tried the lettuce wraps, man. I haven't been able to treat myself. I had a break-even day yesterday, so we couldn't afford it. That mic's good, cool. Audio's great, cool. Thank you, Corey. So yeah, for today, guys, you know, with yesterday closing very strong, which was our bullish bias, you have still pushed back higher here today. The only thing with where gold is right now, you know, we are coming up in some very big, strong resistance levels. And this is what we spoke about in our Asia market call, for price to pull back into this 33.50 level. So, you know, we are back at some pretty big daily resistance. And it wouldn't really surprise me too much if news today is going to turn price around from this area and we're going to start to see a little bit of a pullback. To me, this, you know, big move up that we've had since Tuesday is starting to look a bit overextended. Now, it doesn't mean I'm just going to all of a sudden start shorting for no reason, but it does look pretty overextended. Now, intraday, though, on gold, you know, regardless of what we think, gold is still bullish. You know, we're breaking out, we're grabbing lows, holding support, breaking out. So we are still bullish on an intraday time frame. We do have some nice liquidity highs up here, which could be a nice target for us. You've also got previous 4-hour highs. What's that? It's about 120 ticks. Very nice. So we are 17 minutes into this 4-hour open. So nice strong, nice strong closure, and 4-hour coming down for an instant bottom wick. So I personally would still be more comfortable being a buyer here on gold, especially with that daily time frame looking bullish. The 4 hours just closed very strong. You have previous 4-hour highs. You do have a double top. And hourly here did just come down and grab lows and close bullish. Now, the only thing is we have formed some strong intraday resistance where we couldn't close above it for 3 times, for 3 hours. Hey, Chow, what's going on, man? You know, you rejected, you grabbed the highs again, and then you had a little bit of a pullback. But then you did also grab some lows. So intraday, we are creating a range. Now, how big is this range, and can we actually trade this range? From the highs to the lows, it's about 70 ticks. Now, I have seen cleaner ranges, so it's not the cleanest of ranges. You know, you do have this little level here, so we may have to be a little bit more adaptive here today, guys. You know, you've had this really strong push up here in Asia. I don't want to be the first one trying to short this. Ideally, I want to be following that 4-hour time frame. You've got phenomenal, fantastic, and lettuce wraps. So, yeah, I do like gold buys. I don't really like this intraday range. You kind of see here, as you pushed up in Asia today, you broke out the range, you broke below, you broke above, you broke below, and then you broke back above. So, you know, lower time frame in this area can be pretty tough. So I'd want to see some strong 15-minute closures. 30-minute closures. Because the 15 minutes not looking the cleanest. You know, if we re-break these highs, which is the flip of the 4-hour, I mean, it's the 4-hour highs. It is a 100-tick range. It is a 100-tick range. Cut this at minus 80. Let's have a look, man. Yeah, nice. Hourly liquidity grab, resistance, 4-hour highs. Yep, I like that, man. I like that. That looks good. What is that? What is that indicator? Cool. You can see the time frames. It does look quite nice. It's good for you guys who are starting out to have that on your charts. Just so you can always have a clear picture of how that higher time frame is looking, especially when you're day trading. Minus $80 is good, man. Yeah, beautiful risk management, man. Great risk management. What's up, Baron? First time in here. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Welcome. You don't trade futures. Yeah, I always trade futures, man. However, I just do the analysis on the currency chart. But yeah, we execute here on the futures, man. Yep, we execute here on the futures. Ah, that's what it's called. That's pretty cool. Yeah, for you guys who are maybe newer to day trading and you're potentially getting stuck in... I can't even believe I'm typing this guy's name in. Wait, what? No, who's lying to me? You just wanted me to type in ICT, didn't you? Why did it not come up? Wait, what? Yeah, but where is it? Who's trolling me? What's going on, Nate? He's pulling my leg here. They're trying to embarrass me in front of my friends on stream. It's not something you have to buy, is it? Nah, surely not. I see you guys using it. For me, it can look a little bit messy. However, yeah, I'm banned. I know I'm banned. But for you guys who are new to intraday trading, it's actually really good just to have the higher time frame on your charts. But it looks like I'm banned. I think ICT blocked me. This one? Maybe? Oh, what is that? Is that it? Hey, Nathan, what's going on, man? Is that it? Oh, no. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's it? Okay. Can you change it so it doesn't have, like, a million different things? Like, can you just see, like, maybe, let's say, like, just the owlie, for example? Yes, you can. Look at that. Clip that sometime. Alright, fine. We can talk about this. We can talk about this, man. You don't have to do that. We're all friends here. So you can do this. You guys who are maybe new to intraday trading, we've got time here on God. I want to show you this because I know the guys in Traders Club use this a lot, and it's actually really nice. For me, it's a little bit messy, but for you guys, it's always good to have that. Oh, look, it even says it there. How do I change the style of the text? White. Hey, that's pretty cool. What's that? Nah, look at. So you can have like, yeah. So like when you're that's actually really cool. Fucking, I knew ICT created this algorithm. What a fucking legend. So if you guys who are intraday trading, you know, it's always good to understand your higher time frames. You know, I always kind of jump through it quite quick and I can remember how my higher time frames close. But for you guys who, you know, maybe get that fair value gap off my screen right now. Who's trying to set me up here? Get that off. Get that crap off there. There we go. For you guys who are intraday trading, it's kind of nice just to have this on here. You know, so you can always just remember how your high time frames look, and it's very important when you're day trading. The high time frame is what really paints the picture, and what we're doing here in the lower time frame is purely based on what happens here. So if you guys do want to use it, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's I see you guys using it a lot. It's called geez, look at all these positions. Where are they from? ICT higher time frame candles. It's actually, yeah, it's nice. Nice find there, guys. I like that. Zero spreads on Nasdaq. Trade futures, man. Trade futures. Get the sessions Lux algo indicator. What's that, man? Why have I heard that before? Lux algo indicator. I've heard that before. Recommending TTM, HD3, Power 3. Oh, really cool. Nice. Nice. Yeah, ATL is good, yeah, to understand the ranges, yeah, especially in these ranges on gold, yeah. It's good to know if you're in a good enough range. What blocked in India? Not that I'm aware of, man. Not that I'm aware of. Can't wait for Aaron to start trading Nasdaq 1 minute chart inverse fair value gaps. Yeah, when you guys aren't on here, that's exactly what I do. I put in my headphones and I listen to some ICT motivational speeches when he goes in his big rants. 30-minute trying to get back high here, guys. Remember, 4-hour did close bullish, so longs make the most sense. However, this lower time frame, it's not the cleanest. It's not the cleanest. Let me just change my settings here. Yeah, 60% of the time, every time, 100%, man. Without a doubt. Yeah, I do like these. I do like these longs here, guys. I do like the longs. I like the longs purely based off this 4-hour flipping bullish and coming to tag previous 4-hour highs. Intraday, I'm not a huge fan. But we do have that 30-minute volume coming in about 5 minutes here. So we could see how this 30-minute closes. If we start to break back above this range, then, you know, we could be looking for some longs. We could be looking for some longs. I'm not really too interested in the shorts. Did someone ask me about, do I trade on my phone when traveling, or did I just make that up? Did someone say that earlier? I think I missed it. Yeah, Stuart, what app do you use on your phone when traveling to trade? Depends if I'm trading like higher time frame trading or personal futures. If I'm higher time frame trading, I can use MetaTrader. I find it the kind of easiest platform to use on the go. But pretty much the same. You know, if I'm trading personal futures, then NinjaTrader. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but it's great. Yeah, that's cool. Call the SEC. Get them on the phone now. I'm in long from 3236. Yeah, nice level, man. I like that level. See if you can break back above this resistance. If this can flip, yeah, nice. I like it. Financial news post, website to it apparently. Yeah, just don't turn notifications on your phone. Never stop digging yet. It would be good if you could change it to like just high impact news. I'd love to see gold to see if we can break out here, guys. I would love to see gold have a bit of a breakout here. Like I say, I'm not really too interested in shorting gold today, especially with that 4-hour closing bullish. I love this to flip bullish and drive into previous 4-hour highs. We just need the intraday volume because there hasn't been a whole lot here yet. There's not been a whole heap of volume. Set up for the IST. I would just use the hourly chart, to be honest, man. I don't like having all three, but you can do it however you want, to be honest. I don't use it personally. It's just for the guys who, like, if you don't want to, keep it on your charts. I would just say, have maybe the hourly and trade off the 30 and 15. Should be more than enough. But yeah, I'm not really too interested in shorting gold. With it being as bullish as it was yesterday, and that 4-hour closing very bullish, I kind of want to be following that. And I can kind of see intraday, this intraday range, like I say, is not the cleanest. NQ did have a big dip down yesterday, guys. You had this huge trend line coming up here. You had a nice buy in the London session, liquidated a lot of this trend line, and had a big squeeze lower. I don't think you did quite get to the highs. However, I would assume ES probably did. No, it didn't actually. Look at that. Did NQ grab it then? That's very interesting. If not, that's a great double top target. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, it didn't actually. It didn't. Look, bring it to highs. It actually didn't. That's very interesting. Didn't quite grab the highs. Huge resistance. Big sell-off. Tapping into daily lows. Oh, that could be a huge target on NQ. I wouldn't mind NQ to drop lower, to be honest. Who's Gary? Can you check NQ, please, Gary? Gary? You wanted to break down NQ. Gary's late for work today, man. I'll try and do it. I'll try and step in for him here. Gary's slacking today. Gary's not in the office today. But yeah, NQ with NQ closing. Yeah, Gary Trades. Maybe that's what I'm gonna rename myself. Gary Trades. Big Gaz. We're all comedians this morning. Yeah, it was a decent sell-off, man. Yeah, very, very decent sell-off. Yeah, Gary's late again. The fuck, Gary's getting fired if this continues. Yeah, decent push down though. But again, you're at big support. I personally wouldn't be massively selling this market on NQ. Pullbacks into 21,000 could be nice, but on an intraday perspective, I wouldn't be too surprised to see you have a little bit of a pullback here. Gary. Yeah, so whenever we take a losing trade, guys, it was actually Gary. It wasn't Aaron. Aaron didn't take a loss. Gary took a loss today. Garen trades. Garen trades, damn. Kenny lets Raps that. Unfortunately not. Top Gary, yeah, maybe we'll send Gary on the Topstep stream today. I can't make it, guys. Sorry, Gary will be covering. So yeah, Goldie not really breaking out too much here, guys. Remember, we got to be careful of these ranges. We do have to be careful of these ranges. We're going to get this 30-minute close in 30 seconds here. We're grabbing the highs, holding resistance, holding support. It's a little bit choppy today, guys. A little bit choppy. I blame Gary. Where's the puppy? Puppy's not here today, man. We did go to the park before. We had a massive run at the park. Now he's at home sleeping. Thank you, Zoomin. Yeah, it looks nice. You just grab the lows. I would say, you know, pullbacks into 21,220 looks pretty nice. Come up and liquidate some highs up here. I do want to get more comfortable taking NQ trades because again, it's looking nice. It's looking much nicer than gold, that's for sure. You just grab the lows, you close bullish. Bottom week, I'd say you'd probably continue squeezing higher. So 30-minute closure here on gold, guys, is when we sometimes see the volume kicking in. Grab the highs, holding resistance, holding support. It's not looking the best. Yeah, Gary costed me $95. I know. I was minus 800 because of Gary. I was like, Gary, take a fucking day off, mate. I got back to 95, and Gary's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, 2 trend lines coming in. Yep, I see that, man. I see that. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, like, yeah, I kind of was seeing the trend line from here as well, which this is why I honestly wouldn't be too surprised to see the news today on gold maybe come up, spike out some highs, and then potentially come for a deeper pullback. And today even close with a decent doji candle, holding this big resistance. I mean, I'd love to see it sweep these highs. And if you can grab these highs and start to close back below this high, then yeah, gold could be looking for a big pullback today. You know, pulling back down into these areas would be really nice. We're at massive daily resistance. I would love to see us just spike into these highs here, and then see if we can get that pullback. There's a lot of liquidity to the downside. So yeah, I kind of see that. Got it on both sides for sure. I think that's why we do have to be very neutral here today, guys. We want to be very, very neutral, very reactive. We don't want to be predicting too much in these ranges. We do have that 630 candle opening here. We'll see if we're going to get some volume. Yeah, NQ typically does move the opposite as well. So if we're looking for gold to squeeze higher, NQ may have a little bit of a pullback before seeing the longs. Yep. Absolutely. Asia trades. Nah, no Asia trades for me today, man. I decided to sit it out today. I wasn't really... I mean, we called some nice buys, but I just didn't really see that much. I guess there was here. You came down, you know, you grabbed lows in the 15 and broke out. You could have bought this 215 candle. But no, I didn't trade Asia today. I didn't trade Asia today, personally. Although it did have a lovely move. Yeah, that's what I would love. Yeah, I would love spikes into 33.50 for a big sell-off with the news today. That would be beautiful. Topstep, what's the price for the 50K? $49. $49 a month until you pass. If you pass in 1 month, you pay $49 plus the activation fee, and that's it. That's it. I'm 3 days away from getting called up to live, guys. So when I get called up to live, I will lose all of my Express Fund accounts. So I'm trying to maximize some of my 100Ks as much as I can. Because I wouldn't mind getting a few juicy payouts before getting moved to live. Because I'll have to lose all my XFAs, which, you know, I do have 5. I've also got 2 passed in the background as well. So I wouldn't mind taking some risk on them ones, to be honest. What happens when you move to live? When you move to live, you lose all your Express Fund accounts. You can still trade combines, but you'll be just trading on one live account. Yeah, full port one account is honestly very tempting because you're going to lose them all anyway. So, yeah, why not? Whether we do it on here together, maybe not. Maybe, when's the next NFP? 2 weeks away. Yeah. I would like to take some bigger risks on them for sure. No, they don't merge them. Yeah, your balances will roll across. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, your balances will roll across. The profits from all of them. But like I got enough profits on even 2 of the accounts that, you know, if I got moved to live, I'd be trading like 15 plus. Yeah, Goldie just creating some ranges here this morning, guys. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, if it's not gonna make a sense, you're gonna lose it anyway. Like, why not? You know. And if you make great gains, well, fantastic. Either take that to live, because you know, right now it's like, if there's, say, if I've got 2 combines that are just sat there at 2 express fund accounts that are sat there at break even, well, they're just gonna get removed when you go live anyway. So it's like, well, you may as well take some big risk on them. If you lose it, well, then they wouldn't have come anyway. So I'll take one off your hands. All right, I got you. Nah, I don't actually trade NFP now. I don't really trade news. I haven't traded news in a while. Been chopped up a bit today. Getting very close to pass this combine. But cut it down 50 ticks on the day. Man, you can make back 50 ticks easy when the time's right, though. You had a huge push up here in Asia, and yeah, you kind of are at some pretty big ranges, so you can make 50 ticks back easy, man. You just want to do it when the time's right, whether it comes today or whether it comes tomorrow. It doesn't really matter. Just wait for the good opportunity. Right now on gold, we are going to need a little bit of patience. What makes Topstep move you to live? 5 payouts from the same express funded account, man. Do you still have to pay for your combines each month when live? Yeah, if you're running some, yep. That's the good thing. You can still run combines in the background if you are on live. So if you do lose the live account for whatever reason, at least you know that you've got, I could have 5 past combines ready to go, and then I'm straight back to 5 XFAs, which I wouldn't really mind too much, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. Like, you could just stop doing combines and just focus on the live. Yeah, 5 payouts from the same XFA. Is my stream lagging in now? So the live balance will be based off the total profit across all of the accounts, I believe. Let's have a look. We got time here on gold. Yes. Yeah, pretty much, James. Yeah, try and take out as much as you can, depending on if it's the goal. So how much do you get when... So from my understanding, if I have 4 50Ks with 12,000 in each, your live balance will be the profit times the amount, so 48,000. If you have 350K, 22K each, you'll start live with 666, since your balance is below. If I have 350Ks with 30,000 each, you will start with 50,000. Okay. If you have... So... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So you'll basically just start with the... your live account will start with the profit from all of your XFAs, up to a maximum of 50,000 if you have all 50s. I have some 50s, I have some 100s, so... I believe mine will just be like the profit of... I don't have 50,000 in there, so I believe I'll start with like 15 to 20. I think it's amazing for people who have never traded live before, because that's obviously the goal, right? Get moved to live. But for me, I have my live account, so I will juggle the both. But for people who have never traded live, to go from, paying what, $200 to get the account to trading a live account is pretty incredible for a prop firm to do. Which I think, like I say, for myself, like I say, it's not really been the goal. It's cool that, it's close to happening, but it's never been the goal for me. Because I like having the XFAs personally, but for you guys who have maybe never traded live, just starting out and trading, Like, what an incredible way to, you know, go from trading a prop firm to them actually putting you on a live account. Like, it's pretty crazy. I do love that Topstep do that. Goldie trying to have a little bit of a squeeze here. Yeah, I like the ideas of having backups as well, man. Yep, me too. I like having my extra phase. But it's pretty cool to say, you know, you maybe set it as a goal or something. I think there's less like there's no real rules. I don't believe like you can kind of manage your own risk. You can take daily payouts, etc. And get wow, really? I didn't know that, Quint. Static 2,500. Wow, that's very poor. Yeah, the bonus is incredible as well. Yep. Yeah. See, Ben, I'm not actually sure, man. I think so. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I think so though. Wow, nice. Yeah, nice, Nate. Yeah. I know, that's the same as me, man. Yeah, that's the kind of same as me. Like, I have loads. Yes, they literally give you your own live account. Because like when you're trading express fund accounts, now you're still trading simulated funds. Obviously, you can get payouts from it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the goal is to move everyone to live. So you're actually trading like a live Topstep account, which is pretty cool to see, considering you start from like a, you know, an initial $100 investment to get moved to a live account on Topstep is pretty awesome. 30-minute trying to form an evening star here to squeeze the lower guys, but it's not the cleanest. It's not the cleanest. I think we are going to get nicer opportunities today. These ranges here on gold are, yeah, a little bit messy here, guys. You're grabbing the lows, closing bullish, grabbing highs, squeezing back lower. Remember, the 4-hour is still bullish. Not only is it bullish, but it did actually close bullish above a range. But it's a little bit choppy here, guys. A little bit choppy. Yeah, take your profits every 5. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking, like, if I'd made it a goal on Topstep, I would have done it by now. But I never really made it a goal. Then I was like, oh, I'm only one payout away. So I was like, oh, may as well just get there. Like I say, I'm trying not to put any pressure on myself. If it happens, it happens. Great. If not, I don't mind. I did take a payout on I did take 2 payouts Tuesday. One from that London account and one from my Asia account. Goldie's still having a bit of a squeeze here, guys. A little bit of a squeeze here on Goldie. Squeezing lower, couldn't quite get back above that resistance. Pulling back here. Let me just skip this. Patience will pay today, guys. Patience will pay. You got NQ. No, gold pushing down. NQ to me looks much nicer than gold. NQ longs look really nice. You grab lows, you've broken out. Fill in that range, looks pretty good. Yeah, that's a great question. Well, if I only have $20 in each of my 5x phase, I get moved to live 100. Yeah, I don't know if there is like a minimum. It's a genuinely good question. I actually don't know, unfortunately. Yeah, I actually don't know. Well, you'd have to have 5 $200 green days to take the next payout. So you would have to obviously have more than, I guess, 1,000 in each. I guess. Yeah, they wouldn't if it was that low. I feel like there must be a bit of like, I don't know, what, 5,000 or a couple of thousand, maybe 2,000, 3,000. I would assume. But yeah, I'm actually not sure. Yeah, Goldie in a tough range here, guys. Tough range here for Goldie. You're grabbing previous lows here as well. I think London Open may paint us a little bit more here. Nothing super clear. Someone asked about the Traders Club. Just the tradersclub.com. Yeah, true. Not if you have red days in between. True. Very true. I trade off all time frames, man. 15, 35, whichever's looking the cleanest. There's no one set time frame on what you should trade off. If the 30 minutes looking cleanest, I'll trade the 30 minute. If the 30 minutes, if the 15 minutes looking nice, I'll trade the 15. If I get a nice entry in the 5, I'll trade the 5. I use a multi-time frame analysis now, to be honest, man. But with the 15 and 30 minute, not looking great, I'm not really looking at the 5 too much, to be honest. A max you can build. Now you can build up to as much as you want, man. You can build up to as much as you want. You get 10k in there before you even take a single payout. You can build up to as much as you want, man. Yeah, so it's 5k per maximum of 5k per payout. But like the balance, like let's say if you make let's say if you make 20k and you can only take out 5k, the other 15k is still yours. It just stays in your balance, and you can take it out on the next lot of 5 days. Yeah, I agree. I don't like to keep too much. I like to take regular payouts. I personally like to take regular payouts. I usually maybe keep like 1,500, 2,000. I personally like regular withdrawals. So 15 just grab the highs, close bearish there, guys. You may squeeze a little bit lower. Do I want to sell this? No, not really, to be honest. I don't really have any downside liquidity levels. So I'm not too interested in shorting this, guys. But this hourly is grabbing the highs, having a little bit of a squeeze lower. No, I have friends who have built it up much more on Topstep anyway. Yeah, 100% Shannon. Yep, 100%. It definitely is. That's why I honestly think the 5 option is keep doing that is probably a better option, to be honest. I guess less pressure as well. Yeah, when you get moved to live, you can take out what you want. Goldie having a little bit of a squeeze here, guys. Nothing too amazing shaping up, though, I'll be honest, guys. Having a little bit of a squeeze lower. May come down and squeeze these lows. Potentially this 15 has opened and is instantly pushing down. Yeah, long term. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. I think it's great if you've never traded live before, etc. I think it's a great opportunity. Nice squeeze lower here on gold, guys. You may come down and squeeze these lows. Yeah, you can take out maximum 5k per account. Yep. So if you had 5 XFAs, it's like 25 grand. Goldie with a decent drop here, guys. Very, very decent drop. What's this? Finally getting some volume. 40 tick squeeze here. First sign of volume so far this morning. I don't mind us breaking out in either direction, to be honest. If we keep squeezing out like this, then yeah, you could get some shorts holding that 30-minute evening star. You tried to hold this morning star, you couldn't break back above, and now you're finally trying to break out of this little range here. So you may actually get a breakout here in a second. Nice little hold there. And I see some a volume coming in here, grabbing the highs, re-breaking the lows. Yeah, long term potential for sure. Very decent squeeze there on gold. We'll be trading the 100k today as well, guys. We're trading on the 100k today. See if we can get some trades. What a push here on Goldie. What a push. Big 50 ticks in 5 minutes. The most biggest signs of volume that we have seen so far this morning. Which is kind of crazy. A 4 hour did close above. A huge dip back lower. Very, very big dip back lower. This is going to be one big 4-hour fake out, and we're going to squeeze some lower levels. I mean, if this hourly grabs these highs and closes bearish, then yeah, we could be looking for a decent pullback in the London session today. We actually could scalp some shorts if we actually close below here. London Open, you know, we could be shorting gold today. Yeah, you can use Topstep with TradingView, man. Yep, you can just select Tradeovate as the broker, and then yeah, Tradeovate's the broker. Then you can log into TradingView. Or you just use you know, Topstep X where it's TradingView charts, whichever you prefer. I really like the Topstep X platform. I do also like Tradeovate as well, to be honest. I like both. I like both. Let's go. What's up, man? What's up? Yes, a nice pullback here after Asia did have such a big move up. You know, 250 tick move up in the Asian session. Nice to see having a little bit of a pullback here. If I'm gonna sell it though, it's gonna be on probably the hourly closure. You also had not much of a top wick on this 15. Very decent sell-off though. Very, very decent sell-off. Yeah, back down at these highs here looks nice. If you can maybe, you know, this 15 closes bearish, you get a nice top wick. Then you can, you know, short it for a flip down into the lows. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. My earlier trade would have been a 50 tick stop loss. However, once the 15 closed back below the support, took the 16 tick loss. W risk management. Yeah, amazing, man. Amazing. That's beautiful work. Very, very, very nice work, man. Good job. Amazing work. That's what we like to hear. Best risk management. Risk management is key. Look at this lovely push down here in gold. Grabbed highs, broke below, grabbed the lows, held the resistance. Very decent squeeze. Very, very decent squeeze. That's what I'm saying. I honestly, it wouldn't surprise me too much if today actually just closes bearish or even closes doji, and then you get some very decent shorts tomorrow. But we do have news today as well, guys. Look at this push. Pre-London sell-off here. Wow, look at that. Grabbed the highs, closed bearish, opened. Big rip. Big, big, big rip. Anyone get that sell? That's a very strong push. 82 ticks in 50 minutes. What a push. Got out too early. That's your fault. I'll reimburse you, man. I'll reimburse you. Bless you. I got you, man. I'll reimburse you. Yeah, long on NQ. Yeah, NQ longs do look nice. The NQ longs do look good. Where's NQ here on Topstep? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, where would you be squeezing NQ into? What? Back up into there? Yeah, NQ, you know, grab lows, close below. Still got some time to squeeze. Especially with gold having a solid drop here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Dow longs look even nicer, really. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, a little trend line coming down. Come up and squeeze some highs. Have a nice retracement. Markets are moving here. Markets are moving. Wow, look at this for a drop. What a drop. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be buying that dip for sure, man. It was still being longs from up here. He's still buying it, no stop loss. Entering a gap right now. I mean, price has just pushed down almost 100 ticks in, what, like 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Hell no, don't buy against gold. Gold is not the market to buy against. If gold's pushing down, gold's pushing down. If gold's gonna is if gold's going to have a turnaround, it's not going to just bounce and just rip for no reason. That's not how gold moves. It would create a range for a while and then pull back. So, yeah, I personally wouldn't be. I would certainly not be buying this. Copper's grabbed the highs and rejected. Really, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wow, look at that. Came up into these highs that we've been speaking about for literally all week. Look at that. These are these highs that we've been speaking about. Was that in Asia today? Wow, yeah, Asia had the push into the highs. That is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Yeah, if gold closes this bearish, you want to look to follow it. Yeah, I agree, to be honest, Sam. I don't think there's going to be much at all. Very much at all. Goldie, yeah, Goldie with the big sell-off, guys. Although I'm not in the shorts, it's nice to actually just see some volume. Nice to see some volume. I think if we close this bearish, on the top step stream, if we can pull back, you know, shorting down into some of this trend line looks very nice, because we are pretty much coming back there now as well. You know, look at this big trend line coming into play. How many people do you think are trying to buy this right now? Since some stops somewhere down below these lows, I personally think quite a lot. So if anything, any bounces from here, squeezes lower could be really nice. Look at this daily here. Again, remember, guys, we are at huge daily resistance. That's why it's no surprise to see today being, you know, pretty choppy. The buys that we had were on Tuesday and yesterday, but now that we're at these highs, it honestly wouldn't surprise me too much if we're grabbing highs, holding resistance, and having a major pullback into these big areas. It's just an overall outlook. You can kind of see, you know, on a higher time frame, this is a very big sort of head and shoulders area. Even here, one big left shoulder, there's your big head. Come down for that big right shoulder, and correct back down to here before, you know, do we break higher or do we break back below? We shall see. But either way, this area is a very, very strong area for pullbacks on gold. Very, very, very strong. So if we start to reject from here, we could bring in some early buyers, and I wouldn't mind too much to see this squeeze lower. Come down and manipulate some of this trend line. I think London Open is going to be much easier for us here on Goldie. Yeah, look at that tag of the highs there on NQ. That's huge. Did any of you guys? Oh yeah, some of you guys inside Traders Club did get the copper longs. Who got the copper buys? Where was it? Where was it? Yeah, Snowy got the copper buys in Asia on the 30-minute. Yeah, good job. Nice. Yeah, Goldie commented some beautiful highs. Daily's at a very, very, very big level. Same as the weekly. Back at that huge all-time high resistance. Look at this weekly, guys. Absolute barcode. Bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So the weekly is creating some pretty ugly ranges. If I was looking at this from a clean chart, if I was looking to be like a swing buyer here on gold, where would I want to be a swing buyer? Obviously back down at the, you know, even below yesterday's low. So that is a nice area for potential pullbacks. Do you have a green screen with gold bars behind you? Maybe a gold, maybe gold. Yeah, we can get one, man. I'll absolutely get one. We'll get some gold bars on the shelf over here. Stock up some gold bars. Yeah, look at that rejection here, guys. Remember, it's not gonna be an easy day, guys. It's not gonna be an easy day. You know, massive weekly resistance, big breakout level here in Asia. Look at that for a wick. I still wouldn't be buying this personally. If this closes at bearish like this, I think the top wick can still fill this in. NQ kind of holding up here as well. You guys on YouTube, drop a like for the stream as well. No pre-London hated trades here just yet. Since we on a higher time frame bullish market on gold, how do we know to look for shorts? Well, we've been bullish since Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday were the buys that we've been taking. Today, you're back at huge resistance. So we were buying here on Tuesday below daily lows. We were also buying here yesterday. But where would we be taking profit? At these major highs. So we're back at the major resistance. The buys were from here and here, not here. So understanding where that big daily time frame is very important. We absolutely crushed buys on goals on Tuesday. I got a little bit yesterday, but now that we're back at these highs, this could be pullback time. Could be pullback time. I think news today will be the big decider for a big move like that, but yeah, it's very possible. Very possible. Yeah, copper have a nice bounce there as well. Look at that. No top wick. Big sell-off. 4 hour on copper liquidating them highs beautifully. How many people do you think would have got stopped there? We've been talking about this liquidity level since pretty much last week. We've been talking about these highs, for price to come up and liquidate these highs. Was it the easiest trade to get longs into it? Not really, to be honest. It did absolutely take its time. But you get there. Yeah, should buy his goals, yeah. A turnaround there. Lots of volume here, guys. Lots of volume. Not the cleanest volume though. Beautifully. Remember, guys, we're going on the Topstep channel in about 30 minutes as well. I was hoping we can get some pre-London trades, but yeah, I don't see anything great. I'll be honest, guys. Nothing's looking great to me. So 30-minute has closed below the support. Hourly has also grabbed the highs and closed bearish, coming up for an instant top wick. If you start re-breaking some lows, then you can come down and fill in this wick. Don't get too trapped by this. The only way I will buy gold is if you actually get a strong hourly fake out confirmation and then you buy the London Open. But we could easily come down and fill in this wick. So let's see, 15-minute. There's a strong rejection though, very, very strong rejection. People are probably getting whipsawed a lot in this price action today, guys. Yeah, I think the London Open's going to be the play here for us today, guys. I don't like trading here. You know, you may sell and fill in this wick, but you also may close above. So I think patience is going to pay here, guys. Patience is going to pay. I don't see any pre-London opportunities. Zoom, guys, give me 2 secs. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm personally going to wait till we jump on the London stream. I don't want us to force a trade here pre-London just for the sake of it. I think we're going to get nicer opportunities at the London Open, which at that point we'll just jump on the Topstep stream. So no trades for me here pre-London, guys, but I will see you guys live on the Topstep channel where we will continue to trade the London Open. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Quicker stream than normal today, but we will jump on in about half an hour live on the Topstep channel. So trade safe for now, guys. We've got plenty of time here this morning, and I will see you guys there. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.